How did we come to know that mighty dinosaurs once ruled the Earth many millions of years ago? About 60 million years ago, creatures known as dinosaurs ruled our planet. These dinosaurs ruled our world not for thousands of years, but for a total of 180 million years. According to an estimate, during the Jurassic period, there were over 400 billion dinosaurs on Earth, which is more than 40,000 crores, but so far, we have not found a single fossil of such a dinosaur. No dinosaur fossil has been found that is in its original condition. But now he was probably about to meet. In 2011, Sean Funk, a notable individual, was working on a mining project in Canada. This excavation was being done 200 feet deep into the ground for San and Millennium Mine. It was 1:30 p.m. in Alberta Province, Canada, and excavation work was in full swing. The soil here was very soft, and that's why the escalator didn't need much force. But then there was a point when the escalator had to push its teeth into the ground. Sean Funk felt that perhaps a large stone had come in its way. When pressure was applied to that stone, Sean noticed a strange pattern embedded in the ground, surrounded by dark brown soil, with circles forming inside it. Seeing this, he called his shift supervisor. And then, for the next several hours, everyone present at the mine gathered to see this strange thing. But then the reality was uncovered when those associated with the Royal Tyrrell Museum, Dr. Donald Henderson, made an entry in the scene. Dr. Donald Henderson, who has extensive experience with prehistoric fossils, he immediately understood that this was nothing else. In fact, this is the fossil of an animal that no one had ever anticipated before. But the fossil found was of a plesios, or of another animal. And most importantly, what he looked like. In fact, this is the fossil of an animal that no one had ever anticipated before. The experts of escalation were forgotten, and very cautiously, the work to extract fossil from the ground began. And the soil was removed. Now it was time to separate it from the ground. Normally, an electric jackhammer is used for such work. But this posed a risk of damage to the fossil. For this reason, experts decided to use hydroweaking technology. Hydroweaking is a technology that cuts through materials using a high-pressure water gun while simultaneously vacuuming up dirt and water with industrial-grade vacuums. Now this giant stone, which contained fossils, was detached from the ground, and it was time to lift it and load it onto the truck. Experts thought it would be easily loaded onto the truck with the help of a crane, but when the crane applied force to lift the fossil, it broke into two pieces in one swift motion. Upon seeing this, everyone present on the site found themselves in a big predicament. While the experts were saddened by the loss of their hard work, the team from Royal Terror Museum was devastated by the breakage of the fossil. But it wasn't that all hope was lost. The fossil was definitely broken, but it was still complete. What is hidden inside? This was yet to be discovered. Packing all parts of the fossil properly. Royal Terror Museum has been reached. The time has come to unveil another interesting reality. At this point, no one knew the real truth about the fossil. Due to being buried underground for millions of years, separating the fossil from the surrounding stones was a task which required years of hard work. But it was very important to do this work. After 5 years and 7,000 hours of hard work, the fossil was separated from the rocks. This fossil is not of a plesiosaurus, but it is a dinosaur fossil. But everyone was shocked when they found out that this dinosaur's fossil is so well preserved, that its skin hasn't been damaged yet. This was the only dinosaur in the world found in completely original condition. Reddish-brown skin, armored jacket for self-defense covering the entire body, and this dinosaur weighs over 3 tons. This is all that was known. Now it was time for the paleontologists who were to examine this extraordinary dinosaur. After years of research and many tests, what was learned was really very interesting. This dinosaur met its demise approximately 110 million years ago, presumably while it was engaged in the act of eating its last meal. This slow-moving dinosaur ate plants, and surprisingly, traces of the plants it consumed were found preserved in its stomach. This dinosaur was found in the part of the Jurassic Age when reptiles ruled the world.